Marriage is not the beginning of love, it is the continuation of it. And like any meaningful story, marriage is written in chapters. To open a new chapter in the book of love, one must first close the pages that have already been read. Not because the earlier chapters were meaningless, but because they were never meant to imprison us. In marriage, many couples unknowingly live in past chapters. Old disappointments, unresolved arguments, words spoken in anger that still echo years later, moments that wounded deeply and were never fully healed. But here is the truth. With love, no two chapters are ever the same. No two seasons in marriage are identical, and no two people love in exactly the same way. Your spouse does not love like you. They never will, and they were never meant to. We are different in nature, different in expression, different in emotional language, different in how we give and receive love. Yet conflict arises when we expect our spouse to love us exactly the way we love them. If you remain stuck in the first chapter of your marriage, or the second, or even the most painful one, how will you ever discover the beauty of the chapters God still intends to write? You cannot experience the ending of the story if you refuse to turn the page. Marriage requires courage, the courage to risk loving again after being hurt. The courage to open your heart even when it still carries scars. The courage to believe that the next chapter can be better than the last. The bee's stings are never enough to distract the harvesters. If they were, the hive would starve. There would be nothing to gather, nothing to store, and nothing to share with the world. Marriage is much the same. Yes, there are stings, sharp words, misunderstandings, betrayals of expectation. But if the pain keeps you from the harvest, you will lose far more than the sting ever took from you. Healthy marriages are built by couples who refuse to let pain steal purpose. They acknowledge the sting, but they stay committed to the harvest. So give love a chance. Not the shallow version of love driven by feelings alone, but the resilient love anchored in commitment. Because love in marriage is not proven by how we feel on good days. It is proven by how we choose on hard ones. Forgiveness is not a feeling we achieve, it is a choice we make. Many couples wait to feel forgiving before they extend forgiveness. But forgiveness does not wait for emotions to align. Forgiveness moves ahead of feelings. Forgiveness in marriage is not conditional on how sorry the other person feels, or whether they apologize the right way, or whether they truly understand the depth of your pain. Forgiveness is determined by obedience. When you forgive your spouse, you are not saying what happened was acceptable. You are saying it will no longer control you. When you extend forgiveness, you emulate your Savior. And when you act like your Savior, it brings a smile to the face of God. Marriage is not just a romantic covenant, it is a spiritual calling. And God's calling is glorious, but it is also grievous. Marriage demands everything. It demands humility when pride wants control. It demands patience when frustration wants distance. It demands grace when resentment wants revenge. To lead in God's kingdom is to carry a cross, and to love well in marriage is no different. You will bleed before you ever wear a crown. You will sacrifice before you celebrate. You will forgive long before you feel healed. But this is where marriages are transformed, because love that survives the cross always experiences resurrection. When couples choose forgiveness, choose obedience, choose to close old chapters, and trust God with new ones, marriage becomes more than survival. It becomes testimony. So turn the page, release the past, give love another chance. Because it's never over until God says it's over. If this message encouraged you, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with someone who needs hope today. And remember, faith has never been reasonable in the eyes of the world, but God has always honored obedience.